My name is Benjamin Higginbotham. Sitting to my left, your right, is the wonderful, beautiful, and talented Carrie Ann Higginbotham. This is SpaceVidcast episode 8. I was waiting for that. I knew that was happening. For, what is it, May 15th?
Something like
2008.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to be talking about space and politics today. We had an episode earlier, but we've been doing a lot of research on this topic because, like it or not, space and politics are linked at the hip. And there's not a lot you can do to get around that. So that's going to be our main topic for this evening. It's actually, we're doing this again outside. We've got tiki torches. Look at that. Beautiful tiki torches right behind us. And we're working on making kind of a set work. We actually had some nice lights in the background. We were going to light up the trees, and then we blew a circuit breaker. So, yeah, we're going to have to figure out a way around that. But we're getting closer. Every show, we're getting a little bit better. We're kind of doing something fun. And, of course, for this show, we're battling the rain. You can maybe see a few drops kind of in front of us. We're hoping that it doesn't pour too much. But if we suddenly just, like, stop broadcasting and run, that's because it's starting to rain more than we're comfortable with, and we've decided that... So, let's get started with the news.
All right. Space news.
Oh, yeah, you're going to do the... let me bring up the... and part of the show is, of course, the interaction with everyone online through Ustream. So we've got the banner at the bottom so you can see what they're saying live. And, of course, join us every night, Thursdays, at 9 o'clock p.m. Central Daylight Time, which is -5 GMT.
Of course it is.
Yeah.
Because what else would it be?
Exactly.
Really?
Give me some space news, woman.
Fine. So, I don't know if you guys heard lately or not, but space has its very first lawyer.
Oh, great. That's all we need. Space lawyers.
Actually, the article is very funny. It says, as if rampant piles of orbiting junk weren't enough, humans have now given outer space another one of our finest creations, a lawyer. The law student's name is Michael Dodge. He graduated this last weekend from the University of Mississippi with the first ever, at least in the U.S., certificate in space law.
Okay.
And not a moment too soon.
Now, this is probably a newbie lawyer. Yeah, does this have to do with why not a moment too soon? You like how we just read the news to you off of other websites? Isn't it nice?
Well, I don't know. It says, with all the hubbub surrounding weaponization of space and an emerging industry of privatized space interest on the horizon, there's sure to be plenty of casework for Dodge and anyone who happens to follow in his footsteps.
Right, and there's also a lot of law and restrictions in getting even the fuel necessary to get into space, and it's very difficult and painful to make happen, so I can see where that would actually be necessary, assuming he's fighting for space and not against space.
Well, I think...
Use the force, young lawyer!
Well, right. I mean, it says, space law has been around in one form or another for about 40 years, mostly to prevent countries from going to war over who owns the moon. Who was it that brought up when we get to Mars, who owns it?
Oh, someone in the chat room, actually.
I think it was you, Foxy.
I don't know. That'd be too clever for Fox.
Oh, sad. Wow, and now he's yelling. Okay, awesome. It says, things have gotten a little bit more entertaining since the rise of the internet, as entrepreneurs have come out of the woodwork claiming that they own Mars, the moon, etc., and are selling extraterrestrial real estate online.
Wow. Really?
Yes.
You know what? We need to find some of those links and add them to the show notes. Do we have some of those links? Hey, anyone in the chat room, if you can find some of the links for people selling real estate on Mars. Now, we've brought on guests before who are trying to colonize Mars, but they're not necessarily selling Mars on their website.
That would be awesome.
I almost think that I want to do it myself now.
Yeah.
I want to create a MarsForSale.com.
Is that like sending your name into space?
Hey, you can do that, by the way. I'll add a link. I'll add a link to our show notes. But you can actually, on one of the next, what is it? The lunar. One of the NASA projects, you can have your name embedded onto a chip, and it will go to either the moon or into space. So I'll give you a link in the show notes.
Thankfully, the moon is in space. So even if it just gets to the moon.
Yeah, thank you. The LRO, and it's Starbucks, as everyone is saying, MarsShop.com. And so, I assume that's where you can buy Mars.
Buy a piece of Mars, man.
How many people are going to put that link in the chat room? I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people have put that.
Very nice.
Thanks. If everyone could just put it in there, that'd be great.
That would really be great.
Seriously.
Oh, man.
Yeah, so, and as Total Recall mentioned, the LRO, do you have a link to that website, Total, that people can go to grab the No, not Mars Shop. Not Mars Shop. Total.
Oh, you guys are too funny. I know we want an interaction, but really.
Oh man,
I love it.
All right, let's move on to the next one. And actually, this is an interesting story because I was helping out with a business class DOCSIS 3 install for a cable modem, which is 50 megs down, 5 megs up, and the installer was complaining because he had been saying his cell phone hadn't been working right. It's like the tech gods were against him, and it was all acting wanky, and calls were getting dropped, and he just couldn't figure it out. And he's like, yeah, and most of our electronics are just kind of out of whack this week. And I thought to myself, I'm like, yeah, there's probably some giant solar flare going on, but I didn't say anything because I figured I'm the space geek, right? So he's
Right.
gonna be like, yeah, right, solar flare. Turns out
The sun is exploding.
the sun's exploding.
Not exploding like, a star and explode and all that other fun stuff, but it is shooting off spouts that look like lava. They look like little mini volcanoes just all over the sun. Yeah, that's what I said. It says the sun is giving off such solar eruptions so massive, it looks like a huge volcano. We actually have some pictures. That was the link that I put into the room.
We have pictures?
Well,
You should let me know if we have pictures. I can put them into the actual...
I was actually setting up the tiki torches at the time.
Well, you should let me know before. Just let me know there are pictures, and I can. This is a visual medium. We can show people. What's the URL? Let's see if I can hack this into the show somehow.
All right, hold on.
Oh, forget that. I'm not typing that in.
Well, what? Here.
No, I'm not gonna.
There.
I can't click on.
Why
Oh wait,
not?
can I?
Yes, you should be
Hang
able
on,
to.
I can. I think I have. I have the power. All right, people. I'm gonna try to show you a
man.
picture. This is all new for us. Pictures in the middle of a video stream. Wow, the technology.
Have a good night,
man.
Fox.
So keep going. I'm sorry. The sun is exploding.
That's pretty much it. And then we have pictures. I mean, that's like the whole
Well,
thing.
at that point, we're just gonna move on. I mean, I'm not
Right.
gonna be able to.
Hey, I wasn't,
Oh man. Well, keep talking about it somehow, so I can
Okay.
stage this and make
the
it go.
other cool thing that I have video of, you want that too?
Oh. Why do you do this to me?
I didn't mean to.
What?
It's awesome, though.
Yeah, but from now on, you gotta just. All right. So here we go. Here's a picture. I got it. You see how quickly I was able to get that?
Yes.
Man.
Yes.
Jeesh. That's that's hard. All right. So in order to get out of the picture, I'm actually gonna have to do this and then do this because I had to stage that, and there's no way to undo that. So there we go.
All right. So the next story that has video that I didn't tell him we had video of. It's kind of boring, to be honest, but it is very pretty.
Oh, the earthrise. Actually, if you watch our open, there's a shot of that. I'll see if I can't find that in the opening, and you go ahead and keep.
It's the
Earthrise.
Kagaya.
Yeah, watch this. Watch this.
Kaguya?
Here we go. Now it's gonna start playing some of our open. I'll mute it, but here you go. This is just a quick shot of the of what she's talking about. Oh, that's not gonna do it. There's
No,
a bug.
that's not
There's a
quite
bug in
it.
the software.
It's somewhere.
Right there.
It is.
See it is. There it is. Look at that. Right there.
This comes from the Japanese Kaguya. Kaguya. It's Kaguya satellite, and these are high definition videos of. There's actually an earthrise, and an earth set.
Yep.
And they're just gorgeous, and it's some of the only videos that we have that are like this.
Yep.
And they've recently been screened at the Smithsonian National Air and Space Museum.
They're beautiful, and that's part of the
They're
reason why they're in our show
beautiful.
open. So when we roll the show open a little bit later, watch for that. I mean, they're so good. I was like, I want to show that every time. They're just stunning shots. And of course, in the show notes, we'll have. Is that another picture?
No.
Yeah, it is.
Wait. Here, I have this story, and there's no pictures.
Well, all right. Well, then, if there's no picture in this story, post the link to the other story somewhere.
Okay.
Like private message it to me, and then I will prep that. And then by the time you come back to the other story, we were so prepared for this show.
We were.
This is live TV at its best.
That's why you guys like us.
Yeah. See,
is...
clearly, we're not in some sort of fancy dancy broadcast studio with a producer hanging out over here.
No, why
no,
would
no.
we be? That just doesn't make any sense
Perfect.
whatsoever.
Thank you. All right, so you do your news story. I'm going to be quiet and over here for a moment
Okay.
while I prep this.